Yeah, you know what time it is. It's your man DJ Steph Floss, a.k.a. your girlfriend's favorite DJ, a.k.a. Mr. 1079, a.k.a. the Prince of the City. Yeah, you know, I'm the Prince, man. Everybody claiming they want to be the king and all that. That's cool with me. But, you know, everybody wants to kill the king. But the Prince, he gets to roam around the city telling all the ladies that one day I'll be king. How cool is that? But that's neither here nor there. Speaking of Cleveland, how dope is my t-shirt? Cleveland against the world. Now, speaking of Cleveland against the world, man, we have a movement moving right now, and it is so insane. Yo, big shout out to my man Ray Jr. Big shout out to Chip the Ripper out in L.A. doing his thing. Big shout out to Machine Gun Kelly. He has the #1 video in the country on 106 and Park right now. Yo, big shout out to all the DJs around the city doing their thing. Big shout out to all the artists, man. Hold on. I guess I'm a little tired. I think I might need to take a sheet. Dead serious, but you know, I must continue. But seriously, man, we got a lot going on right now in the city, man, and in the world. So we have to capitalize off of this. So guess what? The movement is moving, and guess what? It's a new year. Last year, 2011, Hot in Cleveland dropped. Mixtape was insane. You loved it. I loved it. I want to thank everybody for the love and the support, and thank everybody that contributed to the tracks. It was insane. So it's a new year. So guess what? Hot in Cleveland 2. It only makes sense, right? Hot in Cleveland 2. It only makes sense. So this is what's happening. Pay attention. You got 2 ears for a reason. Pay close attention. Hot in Cleveland 2 will be dropping on Tuesday, February 7th. That's right, Tuesday, February 7th, Hot in Cleveland 2 will be dropping. Now, for all artists that want to, you know, try to submit tracks for Hot in Cleveland 2, listen up. First of all, I need the tracks to be original tracks with original production, no freestyles over anyone else's, production. All original tracks. I need y'all to do this. All original tracks for me. Oh yeah, send it to 8081 Music. EIGHTY, the number 81 music at gmail.com. You got that? All right. Also send MP3s. You got that? Only MP3s. Don't send any M4As or any, don't send any download links. What else, people? Don't send any waves. Don't send any WMAs. Only MP3s. And also, only send tracks that are new. If this track is on YouTube, has a YouTube link, I don't want it. It won't get on the tape. And if it is being used for another project, I won't use it. It won't be on the tape. And if you've already been pushing it as a single or something like that, I won't use it. It won't be on the tape. So only original tracks that are exclusive for this Hot in Cleveland 2 project. And I'm not going to front. I already have like 4 or 5 songs from artists that were not on Hot in Cleveland 1 that will definitely be on Hot in Cleveland 2, and the tracks are insane. I'm not going to tell you who they are, but just keep submitting your music, 8081music at gmail.com, and make sure in the subject you put Hot in Cleveland 2, because if you just put a track, I'm just going to probably think of something else and not pay too much attention for that project. So make sure the subject says Hot in Cleveland 2. Now, another announcement that I want to make is since Hot in Cleveland 2 will be dropping on February 7th, I was thinking about, doing it on Love Day, February 14th. But guess what? We got something else for you. February 14th is going down. Ray Jr. Should I tell y'all? I'm not going to tell y'all too much, but Ray Jr. has a project that's called Elected that will be dropping on Tuesday, February 14th. That's Love Day. So, yeah, crazy. Hot in Cleveland 2 on the 7th. The next week, Ray Jr. is shutting the world down with Elected. He's the mayor for a reason. I'm the prince for a reason. We repping the city well. I'm just saying, so please keep submitting your music to 8081music at gmail.com with the subject Hot in Cleveland. And on behalf of myself, Ray Jr., Legit Paper, 8081, just anybody, man, that's affiliated with myself, my crew, or whatever, I want to thank all of you guys, all of you artists, everybody out there for the love and support that you've been showing over the past years. But, the past year has been great, man. I know, I don't really take like people have their opinions of certain stuff, so I don't really comment on hating too much. I really don't be like that guy's hating or that chick's hating. I just be like, well, they have their opinion. You know, people like certain stuff, other people don't. But for those that, you know, regardless you like it or not, you support it, man. You know, that's really, you know, I want to thank you guys for Machine Gun Kelly. I want to thank you guys for Chip the Ripper. I want to thank you guys for, you know, everybody out there doing their thing. You know, as myself, I mean, I love it. I love that y'all supporting all of your artists like this and showing up to their shows and selling out their shows. It's beautiful, man. It makes the city look great because, you know, like I said, Cleveland against the world, man. As bad as that may sound, it's really us against the world. We are in a weird position in the country. We're not on the coast, so we're here kind of like by ourselves. It's like, you know, we're in this Midwest area, so we gotta keep this Midwest thing tight between us, Chicago, you know, I'm saying Ohio, us, Chicago, and you know, Illinois and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and you know, Indiana and, you know, Michigan. You know, we have something going on that's about to be crazy. So the movement is moving. I just want to thank everybody for supporting your Cleveland and your surrounding area artists, because it makes a whole world of a difference. Like Rick Ross has dropped a crazy mixtape, right? Crazy mixtape. But before you knew it was dropping, you were like anticipating it because you really wanted it. So you went out and grabbed it as soon as it dropped. That's how we want our artists to be. MGK drops a tape, we want it to be anticipated like that. As soon as it drops, you go crazy. Chip drops a tape, we want it to be crazy, anticipated like that. So when it drops, you drop, you know, go get it. Ray Jr. drops a tape, you know, blah, blah, blah. You know, you make sure you anticipate it. Then when it drops, you know, make the internet go crazy for your artists, because at the end of the day, if we don't believe in us, no one else will. And especially when Hot in Cleveland drops, I need y'all to go insane, because guess what? You're not going to know who's on it. I'm not going to tell anybody who's on it. The guy that's doing the cover art never know. He didn't know who was on the last one until the day before it dropped. So I'm keeping it exclusive. I'm like Watch the Throne over here, baby. It ain't going to leak. It ain't going to leak. So nobody will know who's on it. So when it drops, just make sure you download it ASAP so you can, you know, take it to the lab and give me a yay or nay if you like. I think I got a pretty good ear for music, so it's going to be crazy. So once again, Hot in Cleveland 2 will be dropping February 7th. 2012, that's a Tuesday. Ray Jr. Elected will be dropping February 14th, 2012. That's Valentine's Day. And we got something special planned for you guys after that, but that's another video. Once again, I'm kind of tired. I think I'm about to take a sheet. My hat is so swagged out. My hat, like seriously, my hat is swagged out, right? My hat is so swagged out. I think I'm about to take a sheet and get on with the day. Once again, this is DJ Steph Floss, a.k.a. your girlfriend's favorite DJ. Your mama loves me. Your father, he parties with me like everybody. The whole household listens to the Mix Show. Yo, and by the way, I'm going to keep it all the way funky. I'm going to keep it all the way funky. Our Mix Shows are pretty dope. That's all I want to say. Thank y'all for rocking with me, man. I love all the support. I love it. I love it. I love it. And you know, and whatever I could do to help, you know, I've been trying to do. So it's about time, right? It's about time. Let's turn it up, son. Let's turn it up, son. Cleveland. It's Cleveland against the world. Hot in Cleveland 2 drops Tuesday, February 7th. Yeah. Watch how I do this outro.